All right, we are taking a look at these pictures on your screens right now from Jammu and Kashmir, where the Z-Morh tunnel is getting inaugurated. A Prime Minister is there. This is the Sonamarg tunnel that is going to inaugurate. Remember, it is a strategic infrastructure push in Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister inaugurating the Z-Morh tunnel today. That promises year-round connectivity in Ladakh. Boosting terrorism in Sonamarg is what the expectation is. The 12-kilometer long tunnel aims to enhance economic growth and ensure safer travel in this region. Located on the Srinagar-Sonamarg road in the Union Territory, the strategically significant project is playing a crucial role in ensuring year-round road connectivity to the Ladakh region. The Prime Minister has arrived at the tunnel for the inauguration. It's built at an estimated cost of over 2,700 crores. It's getting inaugurated in the presence of the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, Omar Abdullah. Now, this tunnel comprises of the Sonamarg main tunnel of over 6 kilometers in length. A tunnel and approach routes is what the government says. Z-Morh gets its name due to the shape Z and Morh, which means turn in Hindi. Mir Farid getting in more details on that big story. 12 years after the inauguration of the project, we finally have the tunnel getting inaugurated by the Prime Minister. It's a big vikas or infrastructure push in this region, isn't it, Mir?
Well, yes, a massive push for the tourism of the area, for economic development, because, in fact, I am right now in Sonamarg and it snows pretty heavily here. Normally around 5 to 6 feet snow accumulation, and that obviously shuts down the roads, and that leads to disconnection. And this area, which is a lot of tourism potential as far as winters is concerned, does not see a single tourist. But this will end this, and this tunnel will connect Gagangir with Sonamarg, or should I say Valley, Srinagar with Sonamarg, and tourists can come even during this time. Hotels can remain open, people can earn. So this is a big boost. But if you talk about the larger picture, the focus of Government of India is to connect Ladakh, give it all-weather connectivity, 365 connectivity, and that has become the center point ever since the flare-up with China in eastern Ladakh, because not only for the people of Ladakh, but also for defense, this tunnel is critical. And then the bigger or the longer Zojila tunnel, which is a massive project, and if that is completed, the Ladakh will be connected with the rest of the country, and there will be no disconnection in winter. So it is first step towards that, but yes, a massive boost for the area. The Prime Minister already here inaugurating the tunnel, and in some time he'll be here at the public gathering. People in thousands have been here since early morning, braving freezing temperatures, and he'll be here along with other of the cabinet colleagues, JK Chief Minister, Lieutenant Governor. All of them will be here in the next 10-15 minutes, we're being told. Sneha?
Absolutely. You know, Mir, you spoke about the fact that this will connect this region with the rest of the country, even during the winter months when it snows just so heavily and the roads are cut off. Extremely significant, but also very crucial from the point of view of driving economic growth, of course, boosting tourism, and also the socio-cultural integration across Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. It's very significant from the point of view of that as well.
Yes, absolutely, Sneha. In fact, this has been a bumper January for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. It started with Jammu Kashmir getting the railway division. Again, something that was inaugurated by the Prime Minister. Then you have the Z-Morh tunnel, and next in line is the train connectivity to Kashmir. Another dream which will be fulfilled in the next few days, where the railways will enter Kashmir in a big way with the Delhi-Srinagar railway line, which may also be inaugurated by the Prime Minister in the coming days. So it is massive in many ways. 2-3 massive infrastructure push as far as J&K is concerned. But tunnels are significant because Kashmir is all about mountains. If you have to connect areas throughout the year, you have to make tunnels, and that's why you're seeing several tunnel projects that are ongoing. This one completed, Zojila may be completed in the next couple of years, and that will again be a massive boost for the people of Ladakh, for Kashmir. And as you also rightly said, the defense needs are immense, as far as a permanent all-weather surface connection, and that will be fulfilled at least partially through this tunnel opening, and then completely once the Zojila tunnel is opened. So it is very significant, and for the time being, a massive tourism boost, economic boost for the people of Sonamarg, who can now receive tourists in winters, visitors in winters, and ensure that they earn throughout the year. Sneha?
Well, absolutely. Mir, also, what was disappointing, and this tunnel was in news for the wrong reasons last year, when the laborers involved in the completion of the work of the tunnel, as far as the construction was concerned, were in fact brutally murdered by terrorists, including a doctor who was killed. The terrorists trying to send out a message that development in this region will not be allowed. But clearly, that message has not been sent home. Today, the tunnel stands inaugurated. The Z-Morh tunnel stands inaugurated.
Well, absolutely. In fact, at that time when that attack took place, we were told that the tunnel, in fact, before that, the earlier date of inauguration or time of inauguration was September. So it had to be pushed back because of this attack. But then the tunnel has been completed, and that design or that conspiracy was not allowed to succeed. There's no doubt about it. It was an attack that saw 7 people getting killed, including 6 laborers and a local doctor. And that really led to a massive upgrade as far as security measures around these important infrastructure projects are concerned, be it this one, Zojila, or also the all-important Chenab Valley Bridge, which is the world's highest railway bridge. We got reports that that could also be in the terror radar. So the security has been beefed up, but these attacks or this attack has not been allowed to derail any of the infrastructure projects. They are on time, and this one has been inaugurated. And probably, as I said, in the coming days, the all-important train to Kashmir will be a reality, and then the Zojila project. So there are a number of critical infrastructure projects that are in the pipeline, and they definitely will be game changers for the economy of Kashmir, and especially Ladakh as well, for people, because they'll have easier mode of travel, they can easily access places, and then also importantly defense, as Ladakh and Kashmir strategically very important, and defense needs important road surface connections which do not get cut off, and that is also something that will be fulfilled.
Talk to us also about the cost involved in building this tunnel. There's been a fair amount of politics also over it, with the BJP-led central government saying that Jammu and Kashmir continue to be our focus as far as development is concerned. But there were rumblings also from the opposition there, talking about the fact that, things have been downhill as far as after the abrogation of Article 370 post-2019, isn't it, Mir?
Well, that's absolutely. In fact, politics, since yesterday you had the Congress coming out and saying that what BJP is taking credit for, it is the brainchild of the Congress. This project, the foundation stone was laid by Rahul Gandhi in 2012, and that really led to a war of words between Congress and the BJP. But again, Umar Abdullah also at that time was part of the Congress coalition. But today, he's there with the Prime Minister and other BJP leaders. And in fact, the strange thing is that Umar Abdullah...
his complete politics, election politics, the manifesto, it was against BJP, and we all know that he got votes in Kashmir because of basically speaking against BJP and all the manifesto and everything. So strange politics obviously is a art of making the impossible possible, and that's what's happening here, where Umar Abdullah is tweeting and really crediting the Prime Minister for this project and other infrastructure projects, and that really tells you that there is no permanent enemies as far as politics is concerned, at least as of now. You have a national conference and BJP together in these infrastructure projects, and Umar Abdullah really going a step further and basically giving all the credit to BJP and PM Modi for this project and all the infrastructure push and all the development that Jammu Kashmir is witnessing in the last some time with all these projects. Sneha?
Well, absolutely. It was originally conceived in the year 2012 to tell our viewers, Mir, by the Border Roads Organization or the BRO, but then there were delays, there were slight problems, financial and administrative both, and then taken over by the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation.
Well, yes, in fact, this project did meet several hurdles because of the tough topography, construction issues, but finally it has been completed. Now, it has missed some deadlines, but then these projects and these such constructions, you never know what kind of obstacle you can face while you keep digging, and there are different type of rocks, various other issues that these construction agencies faced, and that's why we saw some delays. But finally, it has been completed, and as we've been saying, it's an absolute game changer for this region in total, and specifically for Ganderbal district, for Sonamarg as a tourist destination. This is around 6-kilometer long tunnel which was constructed at the cost of 2,700 crores, and as part of the Zojila, the two tunnels. It's the first one in the mission to connect Ladakh. The second one is even bigger and ambitious project, wherein from Sonamarg to Minmarg, a tunnel is being constructed by the name of Zojila. It will bypass the treacherous Zojila Pass, which remains cut off in winters because of heavy snowfall, has also seen a number of accidents. It is one of the highest motorable roads in the world, but in winters it was an absolute nightmare to drive on. So that is something that's going to happen. So these are two projects that are critical for strategically as well and for the country, because this gives Ladakh an all-weather connection. It will boost the defense. It will also be a game changer for the public, for the locals who in Ladakh would not travel. Their only option in winters was to travel by air. Now, with this tunnel and the Zojila project, which is in the pipeline and could be constructed in the next 2 years, that all is going to change. So this really tells you how big a change this can bring in the lives of the people, and that's why everyone is welcoming it. You have thousands of people here who have come from various parts, and especially from the Ganderbal district, to see the Prime Minister, listen to what he says, and that really is something that tells you that people also understand that this is very important, and this really is a big boost for the locals in more than one way. Back to you.
All right, Mir, getting in those details, you're telling us, our viewers rather, about the strategic importance of the tunnel. Obviously promising future for tourism and trade. On your screens, the Prime Minister inaugurating the tunnel that was the project, the foundation stone for which was laid 12 years ago. The Z-Morh tunnel, poised to bring significant economic benefits to this region. Tourism is one of the main drivers, we know, of the local economy in Sonamarg, and the tunnel's ability to keep the resort town accessible year-round is undoubtedly a big boost. It's going to revive businesses that have long suffered due to seasonal closure of roads. The tunnel undoubtedly will improve trade and connectivity and transportation between Kashmir and Ladakh and connect these regions with the rest of the country all through the year. Farmers and traders who depend on the Srinagar-Leh highway to transport goods will benefit from reduced travel time and improved road safety. With year-round success, there's hope that more investment will flow into the region, boosting local economies, improving the quality of life of the people living in this region. Z-Morh tunnel, not just a marvel of modern engineering. It's a critical infrastructure project that promises to bring security, prosperity and connectivity to one of India's most isolated regions.
आते हैं यही देखने के लिए। आप देख सकते हैं धूप खिली हुई है सोनमर्ग में, एक किस्म की HD क्लैरिटी आपको यहां मिलेगी, और पहाड़ों पे जो बर्फ है वो चमक रही है, दमक रही है, और ये बहुत खूबसूरत दृश्य है। ठंड बहुत है, हाथ जमे हुए हैं, जमा देने वाली ठंड है, लेकिन जब आप ये दृश्य देखते हैं तो ये ठंड आपको महसूस नहीं होती। तो इस तरीके की खूबसूरती है। और यहाँ की तरफ अगर आपको दिखाऊं, तारिक को बोलूंगा, ये वेन्यू है। आप लाउड स्पीकर पीछे मेरे आवाजें आप सुन ही रहे होंगे। कुछ ही देर में प्राइम मिनिस्टर यहाँ पहुंचने वाले हैं, और यहाँ हजारों लोग सुबह ठिठुरती ठंड में आए हैं। चाहे आप लोकल्स की बात करें, दूर जगहों से आए, खासकर गांधरबल डिस्ट्रिक्ट से, क्योंकि वो जानते हैं कि कितना बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट है उनके लिए। यहाँ के लोग जानते हैं कि कितनी दिक्कतें उनको होती थी विंटर्स में, जब कट ऑफ होता था। तो अब कट ऑफ नहीं होगा, पर्यटक यहाँ आ सकते हैं, यहाँ के लोग कमाई कर सकते हैं। तो कई तरीके से बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है आज कश्मीर के लिए, और खासकर गांधरबल डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए। जी,
The The Z-Morh tunnel, not just a marvel of modern engineering, but also critical from the point of view of bringing security, prosperity and connectivity to one of India's most isolated regions. Beyond the strategic military importance, the Z-Morh tunnel poised to bring significant economic benefits to this region. Tourism is one of the main drivers of the local economy in Sonamarg. And the tunnel's ability to keep the resort town accessible year-round, like our reporters have been telling us, will help revive businesses that have long suffered due to seasonal closure of roads. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on your screens right now, along with the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, inaugurating the tunnel. Also, the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, Manoj Sinha, on your screens right now. The Z-Morh tunnel connecting Kashmir to Ladakh, a crucial part of the broader Zozila tunnel project, which aims to establish uninterrupted connectivity between Srinagar and Ladakh. The Z-Morh tunnel connects Sonamarg to the rest of Kashmir year-round. India Today's news director Rahul Kanwal spoke exclusively with the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah on the infrastructure push in this region in Jammu and Kashmir earlier. Let's take a listen.
There are lots of big infrastructure projects that are being commissioned. The centre can claim that this is because of the abrogation of Article 370, that Kashmir has got this big infra leg up, which it wouldn't have got otherwise.
Sure. As long as you can point out to me which of these infrastructure projects started after 5th August 2019. The fact is that all these large infra projects predate 5th August 2019 and the removal of Article.
But they were also running late, like for example, the train has been running decades late.
It's still running late.
अब तो बन गई है.
कभी ना कभी तो बनना ही था. कभी ना कभी तो बनना था. It would have still finished at this time, regardless of 370. 370 was not a reason the train didn't, the work didn't complete. It's an
tunnels, border road.
How has 370 impacted that work?
No, that the centre is more pushing harder on infra.
So why didn't the centre push harder earlier? So the problem wasn't 370. The problem was the centre didn't push.
But the centre can also say that the security situation is now better. The stone pelting is over. You don't really see the kind of protest calendar that we used to see earlier.
Well, actually, if you see, most of these infrastructure projects are not located in any areas that traditionally saw the sort of protests that you're talking about. The railway line, none of this, the part Katra, Banihal, is in an area that's prone to protests. The tunnel that is going to be inaugurated, one of the most peaceful parts of J&K. In fact, if anything, it's unfortunate that this tunnel project was actually the subject of a militant attack, terror attack, a few months ago. So, look, let's not link these infrastructure projects to the politics of 370.